What's up guys, Nick Rapazzi here. Welcome to the Paradise C6 YouTube channel. So today we're going to be getting the car dynoed finally. This is the fourth, hopefully last time that we get to have this thing on the dyno. You gotta remember the first time we're having the spark issue, then the second time it was a fuel pump issue, and then the third time was another fuel pump, but it was the electrical side instead of the actual fuel itself. So went through everything again, checked all the electronics, checked the oil, everything's good to go. Spark, it's been running and driving decently on a street tune for the past like week or so, and I've been gone the week before. So super happy, hoping for good numbers. And just to give you guys a rundown on the setup, it's a stock ls2 bottom end, BTR stage 4 turbo cam, 7675 ls precision turbo, and just a little bit of supporting mods on it, and pretty much everything else is stock. So the last time we ran it, we did 560 horsepower at 3,000 RPMs, and that was with an 11-pound spring. We're down to a 9-pound, so hope for the best. See, it made like 585 on that run, so it was almost a 40 horsepower jump. So I'm just gonna do some more cleaning up and see what we make. All right guys, so this is the third round. The first round, it didn't really go so well. You had to adjust a bunch of the air fuels, got it a little bit more balanced out, and the boost pressure dropped a little bit on the second one. We're not sure if it was because of the heat, because it is 105 right now. But we did make a little bit less power, so it was 545 the last run, and that's because we did drop down to an 8 psi spring. So it is a big difference from 8 to 11 psi, which I'm totally fine with it making less power, just so it's a little bit more reliable. Again, in probably like 2 or 3 months, we're gonna throw forged pistons, rods, crank, and probably go to an 80 millimeter turbo, 88 millimeter turbo, and then we'll really push it to like 15, 16, maybe even 20 psi, whatever it'll handle. So we're gonna make a couple more runs, smooth things out, and show you guys the final numbers.
Going the wrong way.
Yeah, John. It made more torque this time, bro. Alright, so this is the final run. We're gonna see what it makes at 8.5 psi, and then he's gonna do some low tune pulls. So so that was the last like full throttle run, and we made 8 psi. He's got the timing at 12 degrees of timing, and it made 576 horsepower and 565 torque. So I'm totally happy with those numbers, and everything's perfect with everything that's going on, so we can test out the system and make it work. He's just doing some like lip throttle pulls with it, just to make sure that everything's smooth for like the daily driving aspect of it, because we were getting this like fluctuation at low RPMs. So he's tuning that out, and then once that's done, we'll get it off the dyno, and then take it home and take you guys on a test drive with it. But super excited with the numbers and everything that's going on, and it's finally fucking running, so we can bring it to the track, get some numbers, and see what it does at the track. So let him finish up, and I'll check in with you guys when we're on the way home. All right, guys, so super excited about how the dyno came out today, and now I'm just driving the car around, just testing everything, making sure all the parameters are working right, make sure your fuel's right, coolant and oil temperature, all that jazz. And it's actually amazing. Like it drives just like it was when it was NA with nothing done, and after the tune when it got cam, you really don't even notice that this has a turbo on it until you get into the RPMs and you're above 2,000 RPMs and you just start beating the hell out of it, and you hear the turbo whistle come in. And that was like the biggest thing with this car, is I basically daily drive this thing almost all summer long, and I didn't want to lose any of that capability. Now, with that being said, there's a couple things that I noticed when I start beating on the car. It starts raising the coolant temperature a little bit higher than I would like, and the oil temperature goes like through the roof. Like when I start beating on it, I'm seeing like 250, 260 degrees oil temps, and it's not really where I'd like it to be. I'd like it to sit somewhere like around like 220, 230. That would be a little bit better for me. So the next thing that we're gonna do in the next like week or two, in between working on the Datsun, is I'm gonna piece together an oil cooler kit, because there are some bolt-on kits for the car itself, but they're running like anywhere from $800 to $1,000, and I priced together a Mishimoto Oil Cooler, the oil cooler adapter from Improved Racing, and some 10AN line and fittings, and it's roughly going to run me around like 550 bucks, 560 bucks. So that's what we're going to do to mitigate the oil temps, and then we'll get the upgraded radiator. I think DeWitt's makes it. It's made for supercharger application, so it drops it down, so it'll be perfect for what we have going on. So those will be my next two big mods that we'll do to do that, and then we're gonna hit some track days. I was talking with John. There's two big track days coming up in August and September, and I want to go run them. I want to see what this thing does. And again, so the final numbers were 589.7 and like 560 foot. 560 or 561 foot-pounds of torque. So it makes good power. That's only on 8.5 psi boost pressure, and it's going to be safe. We could have did the 11-pound spring and got up into like the 650, almost 700 horsepower, but I'd rather test the setup on something that I know is safe and improve on things as we go. And then when we get forged internals, we'll go all out when it comes to that. But as of right now, I just want to sit at this. This is more than enough power for the streets and enough to have fun and get in trouble. So yeah, I'm just heading home, gonna go get some food, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm super happy that the dyno went well. It's been killing me not being able to get this car dyno to be able to drive it normally again. So a lot of driving content and some racetrack content will be coming soon. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to smash the subscribe button. And if you got any questions on the setup or any questions whatsoever, drop them in the comment section below, and I'll answer anything that you guys got. All right, I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.